Hi friends, I'm super excited for this video because this is going to be the first video in my astrology series here on my YouTube channel. I know a lot of people tell me they really want to get into astrology but they have no idea where to start, and that's understandable because astrology is super complex and I am not an expert by any means, but I thought that this series and this video in particular could help with just some of the basics of astrology. So in this video, I'm going to be going over the 12 zodiac signs and their element, duality, and modality. This may sound kind of complicated, but it's really just fancy terminology and the concepts are pretty straightforward. First, I'll start off with the 4 elements. You may hear these called triplicities because in each element there are 3 signs, but they're more commonly referred to just as the elements. Our 4 elements are fire, earth, air, and water. So our fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Fire signs are very assertive and independent. They're very passionate and tend to be very idealistic people. Their passion can lead to them being rather temperamental. They are fire signs, so they get a little spicy sometimes. Also, just a reminder that you do have an entire birth chart. So you have your sun sign, which is what's most commonly referred to when people are like, oh my god, what's your zodiac sign? Like, they're referring to your sun sign. You also have a moon sign, Mercury sign, Venus, Mars, etc. You also have house placements. Lots of things. So there's a lot of information within your entire birth chart. So I wanted to point that out in case I am explaining something and you don't feel it resonates with you. Other placements in your chart may be influencing you in ways that you didn't really know. For example, if I'm describing fire signs and you are a Leo and you feel you don't really relate with the characteristics of fire signs, in your entire chart you might be more water dominant. So this is my element pie chart. And at the end of the video, I will give some resources that I like to calculate your element chart, birth chart, all the charts. So if you're more water dominant in your whole chart, you might relate to those characteristics more than your sun sign characteristics, if that makes sense. But it is important to remember that you have an entire birth chart. Okay, next we have earth signs. Our earth signs are Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. Earth signs are known for being very practical and efficient. They're also known for being very stubborn. They are super dependable people and they're very dedicated in every aspect of their life, whether it be work, relationships, friendships, whatever. Next we have air signs. Our air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Air signs are very communicative and intellectual. They're known for having their head in the clouds, being air signs. They're really just thinking a lot. This can lead to them being somewhat detached from other people around them, but they're very versatile and inventive people. Last but not least, we have water signs. Our water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. These signs are very intuitive and very emotional. They're often called too emotional, too sensitive. They're very creative people and they're super nurturing and protective of the things that are important to them. Okay, those are the 4 elements, and next I'm going to explain dualities. This is in essence just opposite. Dualities refer to the type of energy a sign possesses. So there's a lot of words commonly used to describe dualities. Yin and yang, feminine and masculine, negative and positive, receptive and active. I think that's most of them. Now I do want to say that if and when I use the terms feminine and masculine, it is not gendered in any way. One thing I actually find really cool about astrology is that within a birth chart you can see different ratios of masculine and feminine energy within everyone. This also goes for the terms positive and negative. These terms aren't correlated with good or bad, they're just different types of energy. So our yin signs are our earth and our water signs. They're more receptive and emotional and introverted. And yin signs are associated with the nighttime. Our yang signs are our fire and our air signs. They are more active, assertive, and extroverted, and they are associated with the daytime. Another part of dualities is polarities, and this refers to opposite signs. So there are signs that sit completely opposite of each other on the zodiac wheel. I want to explain polarities after I get into talking about the zodiac signs and their characteristics more, just so there's more information to compare the opposite signs. So before talking about the 12 zodiac signs, I want to talk about the quality or modality of a sign. You also may hear these called quadruplicities because within each modality there are 4 different signs. I tend to refer to it as the quality or the mode or modality of the sign. There are 3 modalities: cardinal, fixed, and mutable. Each modality corresponds with the time of a season. So cardinal signs correspond with the beginning of a season, fixed signs correspond with the middle of a season, and mutable signs correspond with the end of a season. So our cardinal signs are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Cardinal signs correspond with the beginning of the seasons, so our cardinal signs are the initiators of the zodiac. They're very creative and visionary, and they set the foundation of things. Our fixed signs are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. They are our perfectors of the zodiac. They're very stable and dedicated, and they aren't too fond of change. Also, we have our mutable signs. These are Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Our mutable signs are the adapters of the zodiac. They're very resourceful, they are easily influenced by outside forces, and they embrace change. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the 12 zodiac signs. So first is Aries. Aries season is March 21st through April 19th. The symbol for Aries is the ram, and this is the pictograph, which shows the horns of the ram. Aries are very bold and assertive. They're often referred to as very brave and courageous as well. They are very passionate, and this can lead to impatience at times. The planet that rules Aries is Mars, and the part of the body that Aries rules is the head and the face. Now, the polarity of Aries, or opposite sign, is Libra. So I'll explain polarities a little bit more now. These are two signs that sit opposite each other on the zodiac wheel. Polarities are often referred to as sister signs, cosmic pairs, or natural opposite. These signs possess opposite energies and are supposed to balance each other out. Next we have Taurus. Taurus season is April 20th through May 20th, and the symbol for Taurus is the bull. The pictograph shows the head and the horns of the bull. They are most known for being very stubborn and very determined. They do enjoy stability and comfort, and if this goes too far, they can become a little bit self-indulgent or materialistic. Taurus is ruled by Venus, and Taurus rules the neck and throat. And the polarity of Taurus is Scorpio. Next we have Gemini. Gemini season is May 21st through June 20th. The symbol for Gemini is the twins, and the pictograph shows the duality of the sign. Geminis are often called two-faced. They possess a lot of duality and versatility within them. They're very adaptable, so we won't say they're two-faced. There will be no sign bias here. They're also very intellectual and outgoing, and they can be very impulsive at times. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, and Gemini rules the hands, arms, shoulders, and lung. And the polarity of Gemini is Sagittarius. Next we have Cancer. Cancer season is June 21st through July 22nd. The symbol for Cancer is the crab. The pictograph shows the claws of the crab. It can also represent breasts, which is the part of the body that Cancer rules, along with the stomach. Cancers are very emotional and sensitive. They're very family-oriented and very loyal people, and they are very empathetic as well. Cancer is ruled by the moon, and the polarity of Cancer is Capricorn. Next we have Leo. Leo season is July 23rd through August 22nd. The symbol for Leo is the lion. The pictograph shows the mane of the lion, or it can also represent a half of a heart. Leo rules the heart along with the spine and back. Leos are very confident and charming. This can often get taken for being rather self-obsessed or self-absorbed. They're very expressive and enthusiastic. Leo is ruled by the sun, and the polarity of Leo is Aquarius. Next we have Virgo. Virgo season is August 23rd through September 22nd. The symbol for Virgo is the Virgin. This is the pictograph. Virgos are very hardworking and orderly. They are very analytical. They can be very critical and picky at times as well, but they're very kind and helpful people. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Part of the body that Virgo rules is the nervous system and the intestine. The polarity of Virgo is Pisces. Next we have Libra. Libra season is September 23rd through October 22nd. The symbol for Libras is the scale, representing balance. Libras are known for being very indecisive. They're very artsy, very into art and decor and fashion and things like that. They are very romantic and very idealistic, and they can get a bit ahead of themselves in this respect at times. Libra is ruled by Venus. Libra rules the lower back, butt, and the kidneys. And again, the polarity of Libra is Aries. Next we have Scorpio. Scorpio season is October 23rd through November 21st. The symbol for Scorpio is the scorpion. The number one word I would use to describe Scorpios is intense. They're very passionate people. They're often referred to as very mysterious or sophisticated, and I think they're very complex people. They have a lot of layers to them. They are very persistent, and this can lead to bitterness or jealousy in some circumstances. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, and Scorpio rules the genitals. And again, the polarity of Scorpio is Taurus. Next we have Sagittarius. Sagittarius season is November 22nd through December 21st. The symbol for Sagittarius is the archer, and the pictograph is an arrow. Sagittarians are very energetic and very enthusiastic. They're very straightforward and adventurous. They're also known for being rather non-committal or impulsive. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Sagittarius rules the liver, hips, and thighs, and the polarity of Sagittarius again is Gemini. Next we have Capricorn. Capricorn season is December 22nd through January 19th. The symbol for Capricorn is the sea goat. Capricorns are very determined and hardworking. They are very particular about the way that things get done. Capricorns can be very pessimistic and skeptical at times. One of the stereotypes I hear the most is that Capricorns are really boring. And I'm just going to say this is 100% not true. I am a Capricorn, so there might be a little bit of sign bias here, but I definitely don't think that Capricorns are boring. I think that they are reserved and it can be hard to gain their trust, but when they do open up to you, they are very funny and very caring. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn and rules the bones, knees, and joints. And again, the polarity of Capricorn is Cancer. So we have Aquarius. Aquarius season is January 20th through February 18th. The symbol for Aquarius is the water bearer, or truth bearer. These people tend to be humanitarians. They're very inventive and very friendly. They're often known for being very unusual or unique in a good way. They are very independent. The air signs are often labeled detached, and of all the air signs, I think Aquarius gets this reputation the most. And they're very intellectual people. They do a lot of thinking, which can lead to them coming off as very detached or inconsistent. Uranus is the planet that rules Aquarius. Aquarius rules the circulatory system, the shins, and the ankle. Again, the polarity of Aquarius is Leo. Last but not least, we have Pisces. Pisces season is February 19th through March 20th. We are currently in Pisces season. The symbol for Pisces is two fish. Pisces are very imaginative. They are very creative and artistic, and I've noticed that Pisces tend to be very musically talented and musically inclined. Pisces are very caring and compassionate, and they're very easily influenced, whether that be by outside forces or by their own thoughts. Pisces is ruled by Neptune. Pisces rules the feet. Again, the polarity of Pisces is Virgo. So those are our 12 zodiac signs and their elements, dualities, and modalities. So I really hope this video was helpful. If you learned something new or if you just enjoyed the video, please give me a like down below. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment and I will do my best to answer them. They're in the comments or in future videos. If you do want to see more astrology videos, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. That would mean so much to me. And some of my favorite astrology resources I have found. This book, The Only Astrology Book You'll Ever Need by Joanna, Martine, Woolfolk. I really like that it starts off very basic and progressively gets more advanced throughout the book. As far as chart calculators and websites, I like astrotheme.com and Cafe Astrology. As far as astrology apps go, I don't use a ton of astrology apps. The one that I really like is Astro Future. I would suggest staying away from the app CoStar. They had made some posts that were very insensitive and mocking of both the Black Lives Matter movement as well as mental health issues. So yeah, we don't stand CoStar here. I also heard that their placements weren't always completely accurate, but that's besides the point. I will put a list of the resources I mentioned in the description down below, and I really hope you liked this video. I've been so excited for this, so I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.